Tell me how about it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could.
All right, Coach, it's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Jackson to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The tackle by Sione Taki. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Go to base. Mike 58 right there. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Watch the safety creep. Switch. Pistol. Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch gears. Watch the eye. Switch. You go tank. You got tight. You got tight right there. I got you.
They go with Chubb on second down. Shoves him away. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. I got you. I got you.
First down, a run with Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 29, Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Good. 180. Hey, watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch twist. He's crashing. He's checking crash. I got you.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Shoot. Watch twist. Hey, watch it.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Double time. Hey, 4 down.
Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll find Hall.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Jackson, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Jackson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns' drive about to get started, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah. You don't want none. Check. Cross.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Double up.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Check hot route. Hot. Check 24. Kill. Hey.
On 3rd down, Proctor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, alert! Here we go. Mike's 40. Hey, box drop.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 29-yard line.
Good. 180.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Alert, 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 alert.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch to Mike right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
180.
Showing up.
Run. Kings.
Check Mike 40, check Mike.
Hurry. Hey, Haywood.
40, Mike 40, check. He's coming. So we got man.
Now Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 58, right there.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Hall. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. And that's caught by Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
On 2nd down, Proctor. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check, check.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Watch the shit. Watch the shit.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. This is Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And he missed it. It's no good. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Regular.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Run.
Hey, go Mike 40, Mike 40.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
I can't believe they even let you play. Pistol.
Watch out. Check 4.
Sponge. No.
Alert, flag.
Run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Proctor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Proctor. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, orbit. He's coming.
Hey, let's get some penetration.
Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
You think you gonna get this?
Pistol.
From the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
That's what I do. 56 to Mike. 56.
Mayfield now. It's caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 21.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Bristol, grab it.
Nickel.
36.
I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check 52.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
56.
Get real.
You ready?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Check 3.
On 1st down, pass. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
45, Mike. 40.
Regular.
Whip. Watch the whip. Shift. Watch the shift.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Back.
Now a give, right side. It's Bass. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Check.
Alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bass. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Go.
Watch the twist. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. King.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Here we go, D. All day.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
56. Let's pick it up. Alert. The field. Let's get off the field. Check.
Alert 3.
Hey, alert.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
180. I know he ain't got it. Point it right. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. 180. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Check. Fresno. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bass, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check. Undercrunch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Regular.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
Hey, wahoo! Hurry! 40's mine.
I got you.
Up.
You're on mine, baby. You gonna get this.
I got you.
Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Steps away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.